What's up? Alright. I am extremely excited about this video. Now, there's so much to say. There's so much to do today. This is going to be a fucking really long one. So, order yourself a pizza, sit in. We're gonna get some shit figured out today that I've been waiting to figure out forever, but that I couldn't do because I was in the city. So for those of you that like to watch the first minute of a video and figure out what it's about, here's what we're gonna accomplish today. Hopefully, we're gonna try and figure out, can we load shot with foraged materials? How many times can we reload a shotgun hole? That's what I've been wanting to know that for a while. Can we forage wadding? Sorry, I got a bunch of chickens back there. Can we reload foraged ammunition? As in, well, stick around. You'll see what I mean by that. And will this all wreck my shotgun bore? That's what's on the agenda today. So, where to begin? I guess we need to start talking about the EWLS. The EWLS is set up to acquire food just by itself, just with the backpack, alright? But, that being said, I will always have a gun when I take this with me. I always have something with me, but I just didn't want to count on that as food acquisition. But, since I will always have one with me, we're going to do some gun testing today. Now, the stated use of the EWLS is to go live in the woods for 6 months, and that's something I intend to do. The assumption behind that is that if I can go do that, if I can go live in the woods for 6 months using this, then I'll be able to go live anywhere else. You know, a hotel, a Katrina Stadium, you know, whatever. This is supposed to be the ultimate bug out bag. If I can bug out to the woods for 6 months, I can bug out anywhere, you know? So, that's the assumption. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I think it's a rational assumption that I'm making. So, because of that, because I'm using this bag to bug out anywhere, the scenario is going to dictate which firearm I choose, right? If the Reds are coming, if the Chinamen are dropping out of the sky with their, you know, I don't know what they'd have, Walmart coupons that they'd leaflet or everywhere, I don't know. Then I'm running with the Mini 14, definitely. Oh, by the way, if it's windy, sorry about that. Can't do anything about that. But that's an unlikely scenario, you know. Any scenario where I'm going to have to fight, you know, any kind of revolutionary scenario, or that's just so far out there. It's fun to romanticize about, and trust me, I love doing it. That's why I got the Mini 14. But it's not going to happen, all right? If it does, we'll be ready, but likelihood, not at all. The second is, let's say I go to like a Katrina, you know, type situation where it's a natural disaster and you know, you just got to bug out to like some stadium or something, which I would never do. But let's say we were forced into there by some National Guard under martial law or something. I don't know. You know, in that scenario, you don't want to be carrying rifles. You just, because, you know, they're going to get confiscated. What you want to carry is a concealed gun that you hope that because of the chaos, they're not going to have time to find. Now, I'm sure people debate me on that, but you know, that's what I've chosen to do. So I've actually got a J-frame, Smith & Wesson 357 in there, and it's not out here on showcase. I should have brought it out. I apologize. It's loaded sitting next to the bed. So now, the woods. The last scenario is the one that we've been preparing for, the woods. Let's say I'm going to go out to the goddamn woods for 6 months. Okay? What kind of gun am I going to bring? Now, on survivalistboards.com, we've been having this debate. You know, it seems like once every 4 months somebody posts this thread. I, too, am guilty of doing so. And the thread is shotgun or 22. It seems like everyone can agree that a shotgun and or a 22 is going to be the best option for surviving in the woods. You know, I think a 22 is great, but you can only carry 5. Well, you can carry as much as you can carry, but The EWLS pack has allotted about 5 pounds for ammunition, give or take a couple ounces. So that means if I'm taking the 22, I only have 500 rounds of ammunition. Because, yeah, a block, you know, weighs 4.5 pounds or something like that. So, I don't think that's going to last me 6 months. I could probably squeeze that out. Let's see. What's 500 divided by 30? 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 16 and a half. 16 and a half months if you use a bullet a day. I think I did that right. I don't know. But, I wouldn't trust this if, let's say I was staring down a mountain lion or a bear or, you know, some kind of predatory animal or even not predatory animals like a moose in the rut. You know, I wouldn't want this to fire at that thing. So I'm kicking the 22 away. I love it dearly, but I think there is a more versatile option, and I think it is this guy. Now, I don't even remember what this is. Where was it? It's Rossi, made in Brazil, American Arms, I don't know, something like that. I don't even know if American Arms is a company. But anyway, this is the guy that would be my ideal choice for going into the woods. It used to be like, you know, the barrel used to be this long, but I sawed it off at 20 inches, and it's got a modified choke, which is sweet. The modified choke, even though I saw the barrel off, does not affect the spread at X amount of yards, blah, 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 because the choke actually starts here. You can see it go down and start there. Wow, this thing's getting rusty. But that's what I love about this thing. This thing is one of the reasons I pick it. Like anything in the EWLS, if we're going to go live somewhere for 6 months, it's got to be fucking durable as hell. And this thing, I feel like I could just beat somebody with it across the head, you know, and it would be a-okay. So, the problem with the shotgun, as I'm sure you've come to encounter, is weight of ammunition, and this comes up all the times during the debate too. But let's see what we got here. We got a little handy dandy scale. We need a shotgun shell. Here we go. There we go. Let's see how much this shotgun shell weighs. Let's see if we could read the numbers on the screen. Oh, there we go. All right. We're going to go in grams because I'm educated. Sorry, you jingo bastards. 41 grams. And this is a 7.5 shot. So, 41 grams. Oh, that's right. I brought the calculator out here. 41. It looks, I think it's better over here. So 41 grams times, well, wait, we gotta start over. 1,000, let's see, 5 pounds of ammunition. So 5 divided by 2.2 is 2.27 kilograms, which is 2, don't fail me now, brain, 2.7 grams divided by 41, 55. So you can carry 55 shotgun shells, okay, for 5 pounds of ammunition. That ain't gonna last you very long. However, I think that I'm a genius, and I think that I've come up with another solution. And that's what we're gonna work on today. You don't carry around the shot, you carry around the primers, and you carry around the ammunition. This is good for, I think it's 350, something like that, shotgun loads. So you carry around the powder, you carry around the ammunition. All this is going to weigh what? Damn it. Damn it, son! You're fucking everything up. Let's see if I can get this in the shade here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does that say? Oh, there we go. Okay. So 1 pound, 15 and 7/8 ounces. So for 2 pounds, For 2 pounds, I have at least, these are only 100 shell primers. I have at least 300 shotgun shells though, which is good because we're always looking to lighten weight. And 300 shotgun shells over the course of 6 months is what? 6 months, 20, shit. Okay. All right, I got this. Hold on. 300 shells. So 6 times 30 days is 180 days divided by 3 shells. No, wait. 180 days. Wait. 300 shells divided by 180 days. There. So 1.6 shells a day. 1 2/3 shells a day. And that is doable. Because that means we get, at the very least, basically, it's going to be alternating. We get 1 bullet one day and then 2 bullets the next day. And that's going to keep us fed, you know, and as well as, you know, offer some kind of self-defense opportunities, assuming all the things go as planned today. So that's what I think. Carry around the primers, carry around the powder. I've fucking carried this stuff around I've had this for about a year, just carrying around in backpacks on day hikes because I'm worried that it's going to explode. It hasn't yet, so it's pretty humid out here. I don't know if that's going to ruin the powder. We're going to see that. Well, I guess we probably won't see that today, but now's the time for the disclaimer. All this shit I'm doing today is fucking stupid to do. Like, this is some shit you would see on television a guy do. In fact, you're probably watching it right now. You probably already said it. That you would look at and go, wow, that guy is a fucking moron. So, if you want to be a fucking moron and hurt/maim/kill yourself, go ahead and do this. I am banking on the fact that I am rational and safe enough to accomplish this without killing myself. But if I do, it'll be on video. I've instructed my wife to put it on YouTube because everything's going on YouTube. Alright, so the question then becomes, if I'm carrying this stuff in my pack everywhere, and here's my spent shotgun shell, because obviously you're going to start off, I have this bandolier I carry of fucking, I don't know, what is 15 shotgun shells or something like that. So here's my empty shotgun shell. How do we make that happen? What are the things we have to do to make this happen? Turn this into a viable weapon. First, we have to deprime it. Then we have to reprime it. Then we've got to get the correct powder charge in here. Then we've got to put a whole bunch of wadding in there. And then we've got to put some kind of forage load in there. And then we got to put some more wadding in there. I've never reloaded anything in my life. No, that's not true. I did 1 shotgun shell, but I didn't jam the wadding in there tight enough, so it didn't work. I actually used cattail fluff for the wadding too, and I went to shoot it, and all this cattail fluff went everywhere. It was like a fucking pillow gun. It was funny as fuck. Anyway, back to the point at hand. Sorry guys, you watch my videos, that's what you get. You get a whole bunch of tangents and babbling. So, let's go see if we can do that. Starting with step 1. And I'm going to restart the video because I don't think I can record more. Alright, let's get this motherfucker reloaded. I'm gonna need you here, and you here. I'm doing this only using tools that were found in my EWLS system. However, like I said, the end of my last video, I just moved to Arkansas. So I haven't unpacked my shit yet all the way. And so these things are going to replace my, what the fuck do you call those things? Leatherman, yeah, for today. Also, I've gotten emails asking me whether I'm on meth. I'm not on meth, but I am on my second cup of tea. Cheers. Trust me, I wouldn't be a fat ass if I was on meth. Alright, so, in the buttstock of the shotgun, and I hope this is not doing that blurry thing that it does. Be good to us, camera. Alright. Is where I keep not only my cleaning supplies, but my reloading supplies, and I will show you them. Like I said, this is a prying. One of the many reasons I love the Becker BK2 Companion. So we'll get this bad boy out here. There we go. Powder charge measurement. What I did was I cut open a shotgun shell and I looked at how deep the powder was, and I tried to make my own measurements around here. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, that line is not fucking straight. So that's why this is stupid, and that's why this is dangerous. But we've got plans to circumnavigate that danger, I hope. What else we got in here? Okay, this is the cloth I used to clean, right? The barrel with. I don't really have any oil to wipe down my gun. Here's the string. This is just tar braided nylon that I used as a I tie the string to this thing. I know this isn't about cleaning my gun, but while I got it out here, I'm going to explain it. I tie the string to this thing, and then I tie the other end of the string to this thing, which is a little piece of dowel rod, and then I put the dowel rod through, lower it down through the shotgun, so it comes out the other end with the string, and then I pull it through, which pulls this through, which cleans the barrel. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, I also use this, and this, of course. These are my reloading tools in the field, and we're about to show you how that works. So, got my powder that I'm carrying in my backpack. I keep this Ranger band on here. I used to naysay the shit out of Ranger bands, but they got a lot of good uses. I keep the Ranger band on here to keep the moisture out, although it's pretty goddamn humid out right now, so I don't know how well that's going to work. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get the primer out of the expended primer of our shotgun hole. So this has already been fired once. We should come up with a method for determining how many times they've been fired. I'll put a little X on it with permanent marker, although I don't know if it'll stay after it's been fired. So that X right there means one time shot. Alright. So I stick my nail down in there, and this is kind of hard. You have to kind of feel it. I hang it off the edge there, and then I take my my hammer or Gerber BK2, and I'm just pounding those things out. Sometimes I don't get. Oh, there it comes. Yeah, I'm getting it. All right, boom. We have decapped our shotgun shell. Now to recap it, take one of our shotgun primers that we carry around, get one out of here. Make sure you guys, I don't have to start now. Yeah, you guys can see that. All right. I just wedge it in there real quick, and you can see, well, I use the flat surface of the side of my gun for this because I need something completely flat. You can't see it, but the outer rim of this primer goes down further than the actual primer itself. So I don't know what that thing's called, the primer pocket or something. It's got a name, I can't remember. But so we take that, put it on there. We're going to take our dowel rod / cleaning rod. Dowel rod I use for tamping all the time. And we're just going to lightly tamp it down in there. Not hard, because obviously if that thing goes off, there's dowel rod shooting outside of this thing. Alright, now we got a primer in there. Now we measure the powder charge. And now we're getting to the point where I haven't done things I haven't done before. So that's going to be fun. A lot of oh, uh-oh. Maybe I should probably leave that thing on there, huh? I don't know if I should just pour it. Whoa, shit. Yeah, it's going to be fun, boys. Alright. We'll start with a low powder charge because we're not retarded, even though it looks like we are. Interesting note that if I don't come up with another pouring mechanism, I did not pour that powder with 100% efficiency, which means that the 350 I counted, 350 shotgun shells for this thing, might not be 300. It might be more like 300 if I keep spilling it everywhere every time I fucking pour it. Alright. So now we're just going to go inside here. I don't know if you can see it. Alright. Now, wadding. What are we going to use for wadding? I'm going to go grab some fucking leaves right over here. Alright, leaves are everywhere, yeah? So, I would have used dead ones, but they crumple. Live ones might give it a moisture problem. I don't know. I'm not going to use the stems, so I'm just going to take the stem off here. It's like shotgun bushcraft. This is fucking awesome. Alright. Okay, gonna cram some leaves in there. Get in there, you guys. Now, I didn't make the wadding very tight. I didn't cram it down in there because I was scared last time when I was using the cattail fluff. So this time I'm gonna cram it down in there because I realized that wadding is what helps it build up the pressure to launch everything. Or I think that's what I realize anyway. So now we got to be really careful because we got compact pressure, we got wadding, well, we've got a primer, we got powder, we got a pressurized wadding there, and we got a dowel. So if this thing goes off, boom, you know, I might lose a finger or something. I don't know how big the explosion would be. Also, something stupid I was just doing, I didn't make sure that I was tamping this down on a completely flat surface. So, I'll go do that again. Scared to look down in there, but moron, so gonna do it. Alright. So, now we need shot. And the first thing I'm gonna try for shot is, we're talking about foraging stuff, so a bunch of gravel. Let's see how this will work. I'm up here in the Ozarks now, and gravel is fucking everywhere. Rock is everywhere. Some of it's sandstone. It's not all, you know, this limestone and chert and stuff. Ooh, look at that one. That's gonna be a couple big guys, some little guys. There we go. I may have put a lot in there. I may have put more than enough. Maybe I might have to come up with a shot measure or two. I don't know. We're gonna see how this works. Now I'm just gonna tear off another leaf and check how much time I got left. Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of time left. Tear off another leaf here. I'm getting rid of this spine because this thing will just not make it mash down very well, and I'm putting it in. I'm putting the wadding in two separate waddings, so it'll mash even better. Go. Take a sip of tea because again we're doing something incredibly retarded and dangerous. All right. Get on our flat surface again. Wipe it off. Make sure there's no. It would only take one tiny little pebble you didn't see when you start tamping this down, and then boom, you're fucked. Lean way back. All right. So now at this point, you could load it with more wadding or more shot. I don't know if you can see down in there. We still got plenty of room, even if we were to close the hole, which we're not going to do. I don't want to recrimp these holes. As far as waterproofness is concerned, in order to keep moisture and stuff out of the shotgun shell until you fire it, I think finding some pitch, pine trees are everywhere, finding some sap or pitch from it, melting it, and pouring it down over the top of your wadding would suffice for that. We're not going to do that today. Because I'm stupid and didn't think of it. I'm trying to coordinate all this stuff as is. So the next thing we're going to do is fire this motherfucker. And we're going to see what kind of accuracy we can get. Alright? BRB. Allow me to explain here what is happening here. Alright? So, because I've never done this before, and I've never reloaded, and I don't know if it's going to blow up in my face, I've taken this sawhorse, and I've strapped, using flex cuffs, I've strapped the gun to it. The target is down here, but frankly, this time I'm just concerned about whether or not we can fire it without blowing the gun up. So, as you can see, it's kind of aimed down. It's not really aimed at the target. So what I've got is the string attached to the trigger, and I am going to go follow the string back around here, and I am going to lay down right here when I set the gun off in case it blows up. I'll be behind some concrete. Alright, let's set the camera up and watch it go down. Double check, make sure everybody's tight here. Okay. Oh yeah, you could have gone. Alright, that is definitely not gonna hit the target. That is going into the ground. Cock the hammer back. Using no tension. Slowly walk back behind. God, this reminds me of my artillery days. Fuck yeah. Of course, I was driving an MLRS. Alright, here we go. Laying down. Fire in the hole! Alright, we gotta watch out because we could have a misfire here. If I was smart, I'd be waiting 10 seconds. And who says a BK2 companion isn't good enough for delicate work? Who says that? Oh, shit! Camera, no! Oh, fuck! That's like the second time this has happened in a video. Alright. Slowly we will disassemble. Actually, I think I could break it here. Go. I'm seeing some unburnt powder for show. The rocks have definitely launched out of it. The primer has been fired. It wasn't quite the boom I was hoping for. We might need to put more wadding under more pressure. Look at all that unburned powder. Alright, I'm going to go reload this one, and then I'm going to reload it exactly the same way, except I'm going to put more powder in it. So, I'll be back. Alright, so here's an easy way to figure out if it's the powder. This is what we're going to do. I don't know if you can read that. I can't read it. Winchester 209 right there is the primer we're using. And we're not measuring out our shot weight, which I know is crucial, but should still have done more than that, I think. So our charge grain should be 18.2 grains. Alright. I'm going to go run inside and get a grains to grams conversion ratio so we can measure and make sure we're getting the exact same powder charge that the powder thing recommends. 1 gram equals 15.4 grains. So let's make sure we're getting the appropriate powder charge here. Move you over here. Tilt you down. Whoa. Move you back and tilt you down. Move you up so people can see. Alright. You still see that? No. There we go. Alright. So we're going to zero it out at grams. So this thing doesn't have point grams, which is worrisome because I know how crucial exact measurements are in reloading, even though I've never reloaded. Not spill any on the. You know what? I got a better idea. Using tools found in the EWLS. I'll always have my KT drifter on there. This bad boy has been through thick and thin. I'm going to use you as a spoon. A spoon. There we go. Oh, that didn't work out very well. I think pouring it was more efficiently. Alright. Must hurry before... Okay, putting that back on the scale just to make sure the scale doesn't turn off. Hey, we got some clouds. Alright. Ah, shit! Alright. You gotta be delicate. Alright, that's not too many grains on the scale. I don't think that would throw us off. Yeah, so that's not even a gram. Okay. That was our problem, I guess. Not enough powder. Whoop, now it's 2 grams. Uh-oh. Now it's 0 grams. Zero to 2. I'll take 1 gram. Let's see. Let's see if this... Oh, 5 grams. So the scale's working. Although we don't know exactly how well. I guess we're just going to put more powder charge in it. We're just going to put slightly more. Just a little bit more. Not much. It's a little bit more. Alright. BRB. We've reloaded this one the exact same way. The only thing that's changed, the only thing different at all, is maybe the amount of rocks, the weight of the shot, and the amount of powder we put in. I probably put 1.5 times what we did put in before. So, we're going to figure out if it's the powder charge, which I don't think it is. I think it's the wadding. I think, if I know anything about physics, here we go. Fire in the hole. Nothing again. Primer's been fired. A lot of unburnt powder. I'm not sure why that's happening. Actually, it's not very much. I think it's safe to say most of the powder burned. Compared to what we put into it, that's not a whole lot of powder. So, maybe 10%, 15, 20% of the powder didn't burn. I'm pretty sure that our problem is compression. I'm going to have to look around for something to forage that that I can use for wadding that will compress better than that stuff did. And when I do that, I will BRB. Alright, here's the update. I think we weren't getting enough pressure, right, down in our shotgun shell. So what I did was, oh, look at that, our shotgun shell's beginning to fall apart. Anyway, we'll get to that later. So what I did is I went, and it took me 10 minutes, and I went and found a piece of wood that is just bigger diameter than this shotgun hole, right? What I did is sawed off 2 pieces of it. I'm going to shave around the edges, or, yeah, I guess I'll have to. Yeah, just a little bit around the edges. Maybe I won't have to, I don't know. And then I'm going to put it down above the powder charge. And then I'm going to put the rocks, and then I'm going to put another one to cap it off with up there. Tamp it down in there. Now, I think what's happening with, I'm dripping water everywhere. I think what's happening with the, oh yeah, I use this to saw. That's in the EWLS, you know, so not cheating or anything. And fucking, you know, like I said, it took me 10 minutes to find this, so you could find these things anywhere in the woods. But I think the problem with the non-ignition of the gunpowder that we've been seeing so far is because I've been using live leaves, and live leaves have water in them. I think when the explosion is occurring down here, it's creating a gaseous steam around some of it that doesn't burn. That's just my theory. I don't know. But in order to circumnavigate that, we are going to use dead leaves. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load another one up, and I'm going to be scared of this one this time because it's going to be packed really tightly. And I'll be back when we're ready to shoot that motherfucker. Instead of 2 little wooden wadding things, I put 3 in there. 1 above the powder and 2 above the shot. And I've also put some dead leaves above the shot too. Some dead oak leaves. So this one I'm kind of scared of, so I'm going to get behind there again. We're all loaded up and ready to go. We're looking for a shotgun-like boom that doesn't fracture or break my gun. Is what we're looking for. Here goes nothing. Fire in the hole. All right. That was definitely louder. Not a shotgun-like boom, but louder. That leads me to believe it is the wadding. And I got another idea on top of this one. So I'll be right back. Here's what we got, and it's kind of reaching because we're talking about foraging stuff. But I got my little wooden things again, but I think since it's not a perfect fit inside of here, that some air is escaping around there. As we saw, it made much bigger boom, and also the powder was not, or was all burned. So I think the live leaf thing was a, I don't know, successful hypothesis, I don't know. But this time, even though it's a stretch, I find clothes all over the woods, wherever I go when I'm hiking, a sock or a hat or something. And for the sake of argument, we're going to say that they're forageable in the woods. So this time, I'm going to load it the exact same way, except when I do this, I'm going to do that. If that makes sense. When I put the wooden things in there, the little shot wads, I'm going to take a cue from the Civil War patrons and stick the jeans around them and tamp them in. And I think that'll create quite a yeah, you know the word I'm looking for. So when I get that set up and ready to fire, I'll be back. Okay, so that was a pretty tight fit, which means I didn't load this one. I'm just loaded the wadding over the powder, and that's it. I didn't load any shot or any wadding over that because frankly I'm kind of scared. So, here we go. Just powder and 1 wooden thing with jean tamped down in there. It was a pretty tight fit. It actually deformed the hole a little bit. We're looking for a big boom. Fire in the hole! That was a much bigger boom for just the wadding and the powder. It was very tight. I'm glad it didn't blow the shit up. Now I'm going to do the whole thing. Load one with the powder, the gene, the wooden wadding, the rocks, the gene, and another wooden wadding. And I'll be ready to blow that one up in a second. T's wearing off. I'll be back. Alright then. Here we go, lads. Remember, we're looking for a big boom. A big boom indicates a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure indicates we can start seeing how accurate and how capable of penetration our bullets are. Right. I'm just going to turn my back here. Hopefully there's a loud boom. Fire in the hole, chum. Getting louder. Let me think about what else we can switch up on this bad boy. By the way, almost all of the powder is burning, and all our projectiles are exiting the barrel. So we're getting closer. That was with 2 waddings. So now we're going to try 3 waddings and just slowly work our way up, keeping the load approximately the same and the grain count of the powder the same. Of interest to note, walking 25 yards to the target, I found 2 of the waddings we've used. So, yeah, these are kind of reusable, and that counts in a self-reliant situation out there in the forest where we're fucking gotta be self-sufficient. You know, this is a commodity in the woods, assuming this works. Alright, gotta load them up, and I'll be ready to go. Come on, big boom. It's kind of hot out here for a pimp. Fire the hole. Oh, fuck. Yes. Alright. We're getting even louder. We're getting even louder. And that was with 2. Alright. Alright, so what are we going to do now? I think we're going to try it with 3 next time. Actually, I'm going to make 2 thick-ass ones. 2 real thick ones to go down in there. And I'm going to have to find another branch to do that. So, you guessed it, BRB. This one is a, let's see, let's start from the bottom. A scoop and about 1/3 of powder of my little scoop thing there. A 1-inch, about 1-inch big little dowel wrapped in jeans and hammered down in there. Some rocks, not very many, you know, and another less, maybe like a millimeter thick piece of wood wrapped in jean at the top. I think what's giving it the boom is the wadding that's above the powder. I believe it's what's making it go boom. And this is going to either prove, confirm, or deny that hypothesis. Support or unsupport that hypothesis. So here we go. Fire the hole. Hey, hey, huh? You know, I'm going to go ahead and say hypothesis supported. So the thicker the wooden wad down at the base against your powder, completely wrapped in jean, you know, the more boom is going to happen. Also, at this point in time, I feel confident shooting that thing against my face. So now let's start doing some accuracy and penetration tests. Actually, I gotta go recharge the battery on this thing. In a couple hours, we'll be back and do penetration tests. One of those things. All right.